They said I couldn't be here. They called the cops. They told me I was trespassing on my own property. Hi, I'm David. I run a small business out of an office building I bought 2 years ago. It's quiet, private, and happens to sit right near a neighborhood managed by a local HOA. But here's the kicker. The HOA thinks they own it. It all started on a random Tuesday morning. I pulled into my office parking lot like always, coffee in one hand, laptop bag in the other. I'd barely shut my car door when a woman I'd never seen before started walking toward me, fast. "Excuse me," she barked. "You can't be here. This is HOA property." I blinked, confused. "I'm sorry, what?" She folded her arms. "You're trespassing. This building falls under the Lakeside HOA, and you're not authorized to use it." I tried to stay calm. "Actually, I own this office outright. It's not under your HOA. I have the title and survey if you'd like to see." Her face turned red. "I don't need to see anything. I'm the HOA president. I know what's part of the community." And then she pulled out her phone. "I'm calling the police." Right there in front of me, she dialed 911. I could hear her. "Yes, I'm calling to report a trespasser. He refuses to leave HOA property. We need an officer right away." I didn't flinch. While she was on the phone, I calmly walked into my office, pulled at my digital deed and the plat map, and stepped back outside. By the time she hung up, I handed her the documents. "Take a look. This entire parcel, including this office and parking lot, was purchased independently before your HOA even existed. It's not under your jurisdiction." She refused to even glance. Instead, she said, "The police will sort this out." 15 minutes later, a patrol car rolled in. The officer got out and walked toward us, neutral expression. Karen immediately stepped in. "Officer, thank goodness, this man refuses to leave HOA property." The officer turned to me. "Sir, can I see some ID and maybe proof of ownership?" "Absolutely." I handed over everything: title deed, property line survey, and city registration. The officer took a few minutes to read through it. Then he turned to her. "Ma'am, this property is privately owned and falls outside the HOA boundaries. He's not trespassing." Karen looked stunned. But the developer told us." "Unless you have legal paperwork to dispute his title, there's nothing more to say." Karen stood frozen, her face twisted in confusion and rage. She didn't apologize, didn't even acknowledge the mistake. She just turned and walked away. The officer gave me a small smile. "Sorry about that, sir. Have a good day." I nodded. Then I went back inside, business as usual. But from that day on, I kept copies of my paperwork near the door, because in HOA land, you never know when someone's going to try and play sheriff on land that isn't theirs. Always know your rights. HOAs can be useful, but they can also overstep. Stand your ground when you know you're right, and never let anyone, no matter how official they sound, intimidate you off your own property.